Brussels sprouts. So I've already kind of started some of this to jump ahead and quick it up for you and cutting these with the bowl. How we do that with the Brussels sprouts, we have here this beautiful, amazing fiber, antioxidant rich, wonderful powerhouse of vitamins and nutrition. Brussels sprouts are amazing. So here you can see the little stem, okay? You take that with your very sharp knife, you cut that off, discard it to the side, and you cut these in half. When I'm in the store or purchasing Brussels sprouts, I try to grab the ones that are similar in size so that I can just do a one cut. I just like having this size and then this size, you know, and you're all over the board. But however you cut it, whether that's two or maybe again, just make sure they're all about the same size. So again, how to cut Brussels sprouts. You cut that, and when you cut this little stem at the end, it just naturally removes these outer leaves, which if they're pretty clean and beautiful, which say these are, we can keep those. I love those when they bake down and it's almost like a little tasty chip. If they are bad, we just discard them over here. Go ahead, cut that in half. Luckily, when I picked these out, I took a little bit more time in the store, so they're all unison. And here we are. These are clean. I don't like any little bits of brown or black, so I'll cut that off too, just to mind for you. So that's all off to the side. Now I have garlic as well. I have 4 nice big cloves. The 4th is right here. I'm gonna show you how I cut this up when I have one. Just take it, I flat down, back of my palm, and pressure and literally just break its back. To me, that's the easiest way. Some people put it in a jar, they shake it up. You know, if you have a lot, you can use a little roller, which breaks it off too. This is just, for me, how I do it. So here I have Meyer lemon olive oil, which I love, use all the time. I take a nice tablespoon of that and just kind of douse it over these. We're gonna go ahead and give a little sprinkling of red pepper flakes here. If I do it open, be careful, those can come out fast. So, you know, just a little sprinkling because we're gonna mix this up and then do the next side. Salt, our beautiful pepper. Now, if you don't have Meyer lemon, it is the season for it. So they're out there in the grocery store and you can get them. So just use regular olive oil and get a Meyer lemon, which is a hybrid of a lemon and an orange, or use lemon and orange and juice them over. You can get the same result, but this is just such a great one, so I like to use it. Again, take your hands. I'm just gonna use a spoon here. Mix this up a bit. Oh, look at all these little escape artists. Mix that up, and then again, now we wanna season that. So I give just a little drizzle of this, just a coat, so nothing burns. Now, when I was in the kitchen at Behringer, we would get a piping hot sheet pan and nothing on it, and then just take it out of the oven and put these on top. I don't suggest that for at home. So what I typically like to, because I'm always roasting things, is I have on the bottom here, and I don't even, you know, get that sizzling hot. It's not necessary for at home. But you do a Silpat here, which is a non-stick. The grease, oil, butter, things like that really can be messy and hard to clean these. So just so I have a kind of extra insurance, and I just toss these away. I buy these, I don't know if I've said this before in one of mine, I love. They're pre-cut, so you can buy them in the roll where you just pull it out and they're pre-cut. That's huge, because there's nothing more than I hate. It's like fighting and trying to rip off a piece of paper when, like, you know, you have something on your hands and say, you know, you're busy. So you can also order these. I used to do this for my catering company all the time, just the single sheets as well, and keep it in your pantry. They have the brown and they have white, whatever. Just get the sheets. It's amazing. So go ahead and take these, put a little bit more salt on the top here, a little more pepper, because we've added a little more oil. And then I'm gonna do just a, again, it comes out fast, little more splash of this red pepper flakes. And I don't want these spicy, I just want to flavor it. But I have to tell you, with this garlic, this just little kicky heat, the salt, the pepper, and then that lemon, it's fantastic. I mean, even anyone who may not like Brussels sprouts, we're gonna make a believer out of you. It's fantastic. I'm gonna serve this with a roast chicken dinner on its own with some onions or caramelized onions. It's just an amazing, delicious, and so healthy side. I have come to crave these in my life. So I separate these because when you pack anything too close together on a baking sheet like this, it's going to produce moisture. And what we're after here, or I'm after here, when we cook these, is I want, and I do start them all face down because then we'll go back and flip them back over halfway through, is I want that char brown, beautiful flavor. So 400 degrees. After about 12 minutes, you're gonna go check these. You're gonna, slowly, carefully give them a stir, turn them over just so they evenly kind of cook, and then just keep an eye on them. Typically I do another 10, 15 on them. Don't want them to burn, but we do want to get that nice roasted caramelization that occurs. You can also add, this is another little trick, if you want to do a little more of that caramelization to it, you can do a little teaspoon of sugar, but I find it's not necessary. So